Have you ever wondered why lenders ask for bank statements? And can this affect the outcome of you getting a mortgage? I recently had a client who applied and sent the bank statements, and they had plenty of money in the bank statements. We were taking these bank statements to document that there was enough money for them to close out on the transaction. But in the contract, there was a clause that said they had agreed to give a deposit. It was a $10,000 deposit that the title company was going to hold until the day of settlement, and then they were going to apply it. So they wrote a check for this amount, and we requested updated bank statements to show that this check had cleared. And when we got the bank statements, we're looking at them, and we can see that the check had cleared and the title company had received these funds. But the balance had gone from about $40,000 all the way down to about $7,000. And they had only taken $10,000 towards the transaction. Where did the other money go? So I called up the borrower and I was like, hey guys, we need to be able to document that you have enough money for this transaction. Where are the funds? And they said something to me which was kind of crazy, but not so much. The buyer said, well, we were very concerned that we would spend the money that we needed for the transaction if we left it in the bank. So what we did was we took a portion out of it in cash, and we took a cashier's check, which we made out to ourselves for the balance. I was like, guys, we have to have the money that you need for the transaction in the bank statements. And this was a problem. The cashier's check we could document because they could put it back in the bank and we could see the money coming out and going back. But the cash became a large deposit, and that was an issue. We had funds now that we couldn't document. Cash funds are not allowed for a transaction. We went through a bunch of hoops and finally managed to document it, but you don't want to take your money out of the bank when you're buying a house because it can affect you getting that house.